Let me take you back to a time before PCs were common, before smartphones ruled our lives, and before online gaming was even a dream. There was a dimly lit gaming parlor around the corner, a few dusty CRT screens buzzing, the sound of coins dropping into a machine, and right there was magic. You'd rush in with a few coins in hand, maybe skip school, and spend hours trying to beat a game that didn't even need a save file. That game was Mustapha, or at least that's what we all called it. But the real name? Cadillacs and Dinosaurs, a beat-em-up arcade classic that, to this day, remains one of the most iconic and underrated gems of all time. What made this game so damn good? Why do people still remember it like it was yesterday? Let's dive in. So first up, the basics. Cadillacs and Dinosaurs was developed by Capcom and released in arcades back in 1993. It was based on a lesser-known comic book series called Xenozoic Tales, which mixed post-apocalyptic Earth with dinosaurs and high-octane action. Sound wild? It was. The game featured 4 characters, but one stood out from the rest. Mustapha Cairo, the guy in green with slick moves, a cool beard, and the fastest kicks in the West. Mustapha became the face of the game. No one cared it was called Cadillacs and Dinosaurs. And man, what a game. Right from the first level, you're thrown into chaos. Dinosaurs running wild, mutant thugs attacking, guns and grenades flying, and of course the classic insert coin TO, continue pressure looming over you. The game was fast, brutal, and fun as hell. Let's be real, beat-em-up games weren't rare back then. You had Final Fight, Streets of Rage, TMNT, even Double Dragon. But Mustapha just hit different. It wasn't just the combat, it was the whole vibe. Bright visuals, smooth animations, over-the-top action, and dinosaurs. Freaking dinosaurs. Name another game where you punch thugs in the face and uppercut a velociraptor in the same level. Plus, the gameplay was tight. Each character had their own style. Jack was balanced, Mustapha was fast, Hannah had cool combos, and Mess was the tank. You could pick up weapons, drive Cadillacs, shoot machine guns, and dropkick a dinosaur through a wall. And let's not forget the boss fights. Anyone who played remembers that one big red T-Rex, the creepy scientist dudes, and of course, the end boss that felt impossible without burning through a few extra coins. It wasn't just a game, it was a battle of endurance. But here's where it gets interesting. Cadillacs and Dinosaurs was never officially released on any home console. No PlayStation port, no Sega version, not even a proper PC release. Which means the only way we ever played it was through the arcade. Or later, through emulators like MAME. This exclusivity made it special. Unlike other games you could play at home, Mustapha lived in the arcade. That little shop near your school, the shady place in the market, the mall corner with 5 machines, that's where legends were made. It became a cultural phenomenon without anyone even realizing. It was our game. You'd walk into any game shop and someone was already mid-run, crowd gathered behind them, people cheering when they beat a level. No tutorials, no guides, just pure skill, reflex, and vibes. And what amazes me is that it still holds up. You can play it today through emulators, hook up a couple of controllers, and it's still fun. Still chaotic. Still addictive. That soundtrack? Still bangs. Those colorful pixel visuals? Still gorgeous. It's like bottled nostalgia. But it also makes you think, why didn't Capcom ever bring it back? No remake, no reboot, no official console port. They've remastered so many games. Street Fighter, Resident Evil, even Final Fight. But Mustapha? Nothing. Silence. Maybe it's licensing. Maybe it's forgotten. Or maybe, just maybe, they don't know how many people still love this game. And that's why we're here. This video is my tribute to the greatest beat-em-up game ever made. The game that made strangers into friends, that taught us teamwork, timing, and how to get the most out of coins. So here's my question to you. Who was your main? Mustapha or Jack? Did you ever finish it with just one coin? Or were you like me, pressing insert coin like a maniac before that 9-second timer ran out? Let me know your memories in the comments. I read every one. And hey, if this video made you nostalgic, if it brought back memories of smoky arcades and sticky controllers, do me a favor. Smash that like button. Share this video with a friend who used to play Mustapha with you. Hit subscribe because I've got more retro gems, hidden legends, and gaming stories coming your way. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep kicking, keep fighting, and never forget the legend of Mustapha.